Yards Brewing Company, Golden Hop IPA. Uplifting and tropical. 6% alcohol by Yards Brewing Company out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's give this a shot. Unfortunately, this is just an IPA to me. There was a slight taste to it of something that was added, something that Yards continually likes to do with their beers is add some sort of flavor to it to make it a little bit more savory, a little bit more enjoyable. I thought I tasted it. As quick as I tasted it, it was gone and I couldn't put my finger on it. And ultimately, it just turns out that it's just an IPA. You do have something slightly refreshing about it. I don't know what they included in it. So there is something slightly refreshing about it that makes it a little bit more of a numbed down IPA. But really, there's nothing overly crazy about this beer. I also don't want to say that in a negative way to say that this is not a good IPA, because even as I'm not a huge IPA fan, there is something slightly enjoyable about this. And again, I can't put my finger on whatever that exact flavor is that they introduced into this beer. But ultimately, and I hate to say this against Yards, to me it's just an IPA. There's nothing fantastic about it. There's nothing I'm going to brag about. There's nothing, and this is the worst one, nothing that's going to be extremely memorable about this beer either. Now, if you're an IPA fan and you like Yards Brewing Company, this would probably be something that you go to and that you enjoy and that you stick around for and that you probably continue to purchase over and over and over again. However, for me, for some of the people that aren't Yards Brewing Company fans, this probably isn't going to be their go-to IPA. I was expecting a little bit more. I've kind of been on this Yards kick, and I've really been hyping them up, and I think I just have these high expectations for them, so I might have failed myself in this opinion, in this review. However, I'm sticking to my guns. I think it's just a pretty standard IPA. My drinkability, I could see this. There's something kind of slightly refreshing about it. I don't want to say fruity, but it seems there's something refreshing about it that I could see this being a summertime beer. I could see drinking 2 of these, maybe 3 if I had to. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this a 6. I was expecting a little bit more for it being an IPA. It's not terrible. I could actually see myself drinking this. I wanted more from it. I didn't get it. Whatever that flavor was that I initially got, it didn't linger long enough for me to put my finger on exactly what it was. And because of that, I'm slightly disappointed. And ultimately, I think I just had higher expectations. But if you're looking for an IPA that's not overly bitter and overly strong and overly powerful, where it's going to bug the hell out of you, and you like Yards Brewing Company, absolutely, go pick this up. Go try it. You might like it. I'm not completely disappointed with it. I just think that if there's an IPA in the market that I'm going to drink, I'm probably going to go to something else. Again, that's Yards Brewing Company, Golden Hop IPA, 6% alcohol. Hey guys, if you like that, why don't you head on over to my YouTube channel where I do more beer reviews, where I do all the drinking and you do all the listening and judging. I don't know how that's fair, but you're welcome.